So now,
what do you want to do?
she doesn't have to warn you anymore about what to expect when you come to Home and Family.
No, I had a great time.
You had a good time?
Oh,
Good?
yeah, absolutely.
Did you guys enjoy meeting Carrie? And we're so happy for you. Congratulations, you guys. You're going to come back and spend some time with us next week, but off you go. Thank you for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
Let me get the door. I'll be a
Mark.
gentleman.
Appreciate it. See you guys. Mark, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yep.
Well, oh, goodness.
Oh.
So beautiful. What a great couple.
And look how she was just glowing.
I know.
She's just glowing.
She's
Okay.
always glowing. Beautiful. Well, June is National Adopt a Shelter Cat Month, and we are joined by volunteers Sally Spencer and our producer Bob and Michelle Sathey of Best Friends Animal Society. And they are teaming up with our Hallmark Channel Pet Project to kick off our adoption drive. Welcome, everybody, here with your little furry friends.
Yes.
This is so great. Now, who are these adorable little friends you brought with you today?
Well, this is Howard and Hannah and Humbert. They're siblings, and they all came originally from LA Animal Services, and they grew up in the Best Friends Kitten Nursery at our Pet Adoption Center in Mission Hills.
Nursery for kittens.
Yes, yes.
This is a high-risk shelter, yes? The shelters that, well, put it this way, when they're so small, they need so much attention,
Yes.
right? That's a challenge.
Yeah, actually, kittens are the highest killed population at shelters across the country because they're so resource intensive.
Yeah.
They require 24/7 care, bottle feeding, medication. So we opened up a nursery in Los Angeles, and we've cared for more than 2,000 kittens every year. So getting kittens saved is the key for LA to become the nation's largest no-kill city, and we're getting there.
Well, you guys do incredible work.
Thank you.
And to show a little bit of you at home watching what actually goes on and the work that goes into this, take a look.
We are looking at saving 1,800 kittens out of the LA City shelters, where there were 6,500 kittens that were euthanized last year. There are not a lot of programs like this around the country. We've modeled after a few successful ones and are hoping to be able to continue the success that they have had. In order for Los Angeles to become a no-kill city, the kitten number has to be addressed. If you save every dog and every adult cat, you still can't hit no kill without addressing all of these little neonates that are coming into the shelters. And once it's addressed, LA will be really on target to become a no kill community.
Oh my goodness,
wow.
how precious.
How precious. Is this across the country?
This
or
is across the country.
Not locally, but it's
not just locally,
that
it's
sort of
across the
attention, the
country.
bottle feeding.
Yep.
Well, Sally, I understand that you found two friends that
did.
became more than just friends.
I did. Yeah, about 4 years ago, my husband and I started volunteering at the Mission Hills Best Friends Shelter, and right after that, we took home our first foster litter. There were 4 babies. They were like this big. They were tiny, and they had to be bottle fed every 3 hours, and I had no
Like
idea.
having a real baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
I had no idea what I was getting into.
Yeah.
Because with 4 babies, it takes like 2 hours to feed them. So I'd get up in the middle of the night and I'd warm up the milk and I'd feed the kittens, and then I'd go to sleep for like an hour, and then I'd get up and do it again.
For how long? How long did you have to do it for?
I had to do that for about 3 weeks. It nearly killed me, but then they got bigger. They got like this size, and then they were so much fun. And my husband and I spent weeks sitting on the bathroom floor with kittens running all over us playing. It was so much fun.
Do you?
Are you still fostering kittens?
Yeah.
I am. I actually.
Really?
Yeah, I brought a litter home yesterday, and it's the first time I've had a mom. I have a mom and 4 tiny babies, their eyes just opened.
Oh my
So, yeah.
What a special time in
Yeah.
their lives for
It's
you
really
to witness
fun.
that and see that.
And they
Yeah.
adopted 2 of the kittens that they raised.
Yeah, we
That
did.
They were
You
foster
adopted
The
failures.
very first litter, when I went to take them back, I couldn't.
Melissa, were you going to say something?
I was just saying, get the camera right now, because if someone doesn't adopt, how cute he's being right now. Can we see? Look at, come on. Look at that.
at that.
Adopt that face.
Little
Look
Humbert.
at that little Humbert.
Well, you know, we're also joined by our brand new producer, Bob, who recently adopted a found kitty. And what should you do if you find a litter or a kitty on the street?
Well, that's probably more of a question for the experts because
What did you do? Yeah.
Well, we found them in the under the building of my son's preschool. They found an abandoned litter, and just my son just took to is such a caring person that caring child that they thought that he'd be a great fit for it, and so we took the kitten home and we adopted it that way. So it wasn't through a shelter.
That's
Is that
okay.
okay?
Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Is that,
I mean,
is that okay? I mean,
yeah.
should you go to a shelter in that case, or if you find an abandoned
If you find an abandoned litter of kittens, if they're clearly abandoned and they look like they're hungry or they're sick, definitely take them in or take them to a shelter. But if you have a litter of kittens around your home that look pretty healthy, they're probably waiting for mom to come back and feed them. So if you can just keep an eye on them and observe them, it would be best to let the kittens grow up that way. And then when they're 8 weeks old or so, bring them to the shelter. And at that point, they'll be fixed and put up for adoption. But you can also reach out to a rescue group or shelter in your area to ask them for resources and help. Sure. There's groups across the country that do that.
What are the benefits of adopting a shelter cat?
Yeah, what do you get?
Well, you're saving a life, which is amazing. And also, it's very cost effective. People don't realize that. For example, Best Friends in June is having an adopt a shelter, or Is Your Dad Man Enough cat promotion. Any cat 6 months or older is $10 to adopt, and those cats are fixed, vaccinated, microchipped, and ready to go home.
Nice.
These kittens in Los Angeles.
That's expensive to go through that process.
Right, it is very expensive. And if you do find a cat, I would suggest that you obviously have that cat fixed and vaccinated and microchipped yourself. That is one benefit of adoption. And I mean, cats are awesome, low maintenance pets. They're wonderful.
So somebody's sitting at home right now and they're going, oh, I either can't adopt. Like, what can they do to help?
Well, Sally and her husband Lane are like the quadruple amazing volunteer, donor, foster, adopter. So if you can do any one of those things, you're totally helping out and you can help us save
I'm
them
not
all.
going to be allowed to let Riley watch this segment because he's going to be so livid that I didn't bring all three of them.
Well, if you'd like more information about adopting these kittens, visit our website at bestfriends.org and tune in every day through the month of June to see more cats and kittens needing loving homes.